So, hiya, Nick speaking. Some people have been asking how I paint my faces. Well, first of all, I've started the face with an undercoat of one scorched brown, one bastille brown. Next stage is going to be I'm going to add two dots of white, dwarf flesh to that, and I'm going to go over the top. So I'll just do that. Come back. So there you go, that's that coat done. You can see there, although the hair's only got the base coat on, I've left the original base coat, like just a little hairline between the hair and the face, just to give it a little distinguishing factor. And I've left the recesses of the eyes there black. I'm probably not going to paint the eyes on these. I mean, to be fair, this is only the second face that I've ever painted, and well, probably just don't feel good enough yet to do eyes. But also, these guys here are going to be behind a cockpit and everything. You're not going to see their eyes anyway, so not really needed. We've got little pointed ears on this guy. So that's that coat. So next, actually, it's going to be just dwarf flesh, just by itself. Just a little highlight of that. So I'll come back after I've done that. So there you go. That's now with the white dwarf flesh on. And next I'm going to do another highlight with one dwarf flesh stroke one skull white. Let's put the next highlight on there. So that's that highlight done. And bearing in mind that I do actually put water with all of these paints, just a little bit, not too much, but just to loosen them up slightly. You don't want them too thick, it will ruin the desired effect. You can see the ear there. So next is going to be another highlight, and we're going to use this time 3 parts skull white and 1 part bleach bone. I'll just come back after I've done that. Okay, that's that highlight done. And now I'm going to give it a wash. I'm going to give it a wash of 1 part the flesh and 1 part sepia. I'm going to mix them together, give it a little wash over the top, not too thick. I'm also going to wash the hair now at the same time, so I can highlight the hair afterwards. Okay, so that's now been washed, and on top of that wash, I did one final highlight of the dwarf flesh and white, skull white mix. I didn't do the skull white and bleach bone because it's just too highlighted. The flesh wash tends to take it out, so it's best just to do the final highlight with the one down, I find. I've dry brushed his hair. Sadly, the model is rubbish, and you can't actually see any detail on the hair. It's pretty much just a flat model. It's really bad mould, but I did my best with it. I did make the eyes slightly smaller with the final highlight, and that's pretty much it. Obviously, it isn't a pro quality by any stretch of the imagination. It's, as I said, it's only my second face that I've ever painted. I'm quite happy with it. Still some detail left to do. The mask still got to be highlighted, for example. Quite a lot to come. If you keep an eye out for my IDICBeer Viper painting project, you'll see it all in action. And I'm going to put the canopy on now, so you can just see what it's going to be like at the end. It does make a difference with the canopy on. You can hardly see the head really, so it just makes it nicer when you do look in there. So here we go. I'm just going to put the canopy on. There he is. As I said, for that distance you can get away with that standard of painting, certainly for tabletop level. Hopefully that's going to be useful to someone.